A lot of you Aquarius, as crazy as it may seem, you are very content. You're very happy. Look, you have the Empress, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Wands. There was definitely some sort of internal dispute that you were having with yourself that you're no longer having with yourself anymore. And that's exactly the reason why it is that you Aquarius are so happy. A lot of you Aquarius are going through a lot of things right now, a lot of life-changing things, a lot of decisions that a lot of you Aquarius are making about relationships, about your own self, right? Your own internal values, the values that other people put onto you, just value that you bring to yourself and that you bring to other people and how you affect other people, right? Emotionally, physically, right? Mentally, right? And the Empress and the Ten of Cups represents how the Five of Wands, there was some discrepancy about it, right? You were going back and forth. You didn't necessarily know. Well, now that a lot of you Aquarius have been through a situation where you and this person actually had a disagreement, a spat, a disagreement. The two of you didn't necessarily see eye to eye. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. You started to realize, again, the Empress and the Ten of Cups, you're so thankful that this type of disagreement happened because you saw that you're not supposed to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't respect you. And this has you Aquarius looking at your value a different way. The Page of Cups, quite frankly, you don't necessarily know what's coming to you specifically in the future. You know that you're happy, right, to go back to those three. You know you're happy that you're no longer dealing with those individuals or the circumstances that was very messed up, right? And you're glad to be putting behind you those things. But at the same time, the Page of Cups represents, but you don't necessarily know what the future brings for you. You just experience what you've experienced in the past, and you know what has happened to you in the past and in the present, but you don't necessarily know what's happening to you for the future. And that's the thing that maybe end up scaring you, right? So the Judgment is about how, but you have to take that chance regardless, Aquarius, okay? Whether it comes to love, no matter what it is, you ultimately have to take that chance. And see, a lot of times people can sometimes be afraid of, well, I'm sure, whatever the case may be. And it's like, listen, this is why it is I talk about time and patience and stuff like this, because time. And what I mean by that is you don't really have a choice. As long as you're alive, future is coming. So the idea that you're not going to live it is irrelevant. As long as you are alive, you are going to go through that and go to that future. Now, what you choose to do with it and how resourceful you are and how you choose to actually make it a benefit or a detriment to you is up to you. So the idea of you being afraid, you could be as afraid, intimidated, you could be anxious, you could be nervous about it, because those are different things, right? But you could be any of those things. Regardless, if you're still alive, if you're still breathing, you're going towards that future. Now, the Knight of Pentacles represents how, so again, the cards is saying, use that type of future wisely. Set yourself up for success now by doing the things that you want to be able to do. So the Four of Cups, so that the next time, right, I should say not next time, but the time when you come up to that future, right, that you from the past that you let go, you don't have to worry about if your future is going to be successful or not. And the Four of Pentacles, and also to learn to be more flexible, okay? Don't be so necessarily stuck in the mud. Don't be afraid of change. Now, you're Aquarius, you're an air sign. Regardless of whether or not you want it to happen, it's still going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? The Page of Wands now represents, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords represents what's opposing you. The Page of Wands is you. The Knight of Swords represents what's opposing you. Your own mind is what's opposing you. Your idea that you know, what's going to happen to you in the future? Are you going to actually be a success story? Well, that's 100% up to you. What you Aquarius want to do is you Aquarius want to make sure that no matter what it is that you want, you actually go directly to the people that know what they're talking about. So maybe those things require you actually having to take a class. Okay, go directly to those people who specifically talk about this and know what they're talking about, so you can have a better understanding of what's happening here. The last thing that you Aquarius want to do if you're starting up a new business, if you're looking for a new relationship partner, is to go to somebody who is telling you that they are ripping and running around and smashing or being with a whole bunch of other people, right? They can't hold down one job. They don't know what a job experience is like. You don't want to go to those people. You want to go to the people that know what it's like to be in a committed relationship, understands that what it consists of, wants that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video.